Right. Let's start today's course. This course, applications of electric power and renewable energy. This course is given by all the instructors, and the first 2 weeks is by me, and then the others. The course objectives of this course is to introduce the topics related to the power and the renewable energies, and in addition to the basics. The applications are focused to help you to understand the state of art of the in the area, and the outline will include topics like this: the renewable energies, and which will be focused on wind energy, and this will be taught by Professor Manast, and then the batteries is taught by me, and then power electronics, including the components used in power electronics and the power electronics converters. And this topic will be given by two professors. One is Professor Lee, and the other is Professor Hafiz. And then is electric vehicles. The electric vehicle is given by Professor Deng, and the last topic is power system, and the power system is focused on the optimization and regression of the power system problems. Okay, this is the whole semester's course, and the evaluation of this course, there are midterm examination and the final term examination, and you can see all the scores will depend on the two examinations, and there is a report. Okay, there is a report. The report is that you have to do some research by yourself, and in the topic we covered in this semester. Okay, and finally there is an in-class discussion, only 5%, and this is very subjective. It depends on the tutors. Yeah, but basically, I think this 5% is very easy to get if you are in the class and you interact with the tutors. I think this is fine. And in the final report, you have to choose your own topic, and yes, you have to be related to the themes, the terms, the topics discussed in this lecture course. Of course, the renewable energy and power system actually is a very big topic. So it is very easy for you to find the topics related to this big area. I think there is no problem. And the deadline is at the end of this year, almost the end. This date, I remember this date will be after the final exam. Okay, so but I think you cannot start writing this report after the final exam. Maybe you have to start earlier, and yeah, it's okay. And in the report, you have to first. I think this is like a little essay, and the essay. Usually in the essay, in the thesis, you have to begin with your research thrust, why you want to study this problem, this topic. Okay, this is the first one. And then you have to review the references. That is in your report. I hope you can review more than one reference. Okay. It is preferred you refer more than one. Otherwise, you're like a copy paste from one source and directly to your report. I think that is not okay for your report. And then the main text, finally the conclusion. The format is like this. Okay. And this is the schedule of this semester. First 2 weeks by me about batteries and the battery management system, and then by Professor Manas for 3 weeks, then Professor Deng about the EV and the chargers, and then Professor Hafiz for the 3 weeks, and the midterm exam here. Then is Professor Lee for 2 weeks, and finally the Professor Su for 3 weeks. Okay, then final exam. Uh, then is some introduction about the topics we covered. I'm sorry, I forgot to modify it. Is by me, it is only batteries. And the batteries, we will talk about the categories of the different rechargeable batteries, and then uh, covered a little understanding of the charging circuits. And next week, we will talk about the battery management system, or BMS. We will talk about some commercial, especially we focus on the battery balance issue, and finally we will talk about some commercial BMS ICs and their functions. Um, then the wind energy by Professor Manas, and there are three lectures on the wind energy. The lecture will cover the fundamentals of the wind energy conversion and wind turbine types and wind farm designs and the main challenges associated with large-scale wind energy. I think this is very hot topic in Taiwan now. And at the end of the lectures, the Professor Manas hopes you can understand that you can describe the working principles of the wind farms and the differentiate and classify key wind turbine designs and their features, and elaborate on the main challenges faced in wind energy deployment and the potential solution to mitigate the issues. Okay. Then the professor. Professor Lee is talking what will introduce the power electronics, including the converters and its applications. The converters include the circuit topologies. Usually, we say that power electronics converter, including 4 different kinds of converters, and he will cover this. And then the circuit theorems and the circuit control issues. For the applications, basically the higher power application is covered by the power electronics, including the power supply, the voltage regulator, charger, UPS, active power filter, PV inverter, and motor drives. Okay. And Professor Hafiz will also talk about the power electronics. So he will talk about the basic power converter circuits and the design consideration of the circuits. And the third week, he will talk about the power conditioning systems. PCS, shortly PCS, basically this is used for the solar power or the energy storage system. Okay, this is also a very hot topic now. And the detail, I think you can refer to the detail. All these PPT files will be uploaded to the Cyber University, so you can download from there by yourself. And as I said, basically today and the next week's course we will be recorded, so the video file also will be uploaded. But because of the limitation of the storage in the Cyber University, the whole video file will not be uploaded, but the link will be uploaded to the Cyber University, and basically the video file will be uploaded to the YouTube. But you can find the link in the Cyber University. And then the EV, about the electric vehicle, it is taught by Professor Deng, and he will introduce power electronics in EVs and different kinds of EVs and the charging standards. And he will also mention about the V2G functions, that is vehicle to grid. Okay, so he needs a bidirectional DC to DC converter to achieve this function. And finally is optimization and integration in power systems. This is given by Professor Su, and there are 3 weeks. The first one is introduction to the renewable energy analytics. Okay, that is because the renewable energy system has its unstable nature. So maybe we have to forecast and to understand the uncertainty of the renewable energy systems. And then the second week will be the verification of the renewable energy forecast. Yes, we also the main topic in Professor Su's lecture will be forecast, and because yes, Why we have to forecast? Because it's not easy to estimate. So there are maybe the deterministic forecast and the probabilistic forecast. Okay, two different approaches. And then the third week will be the renewable energy forecasting for the first steps and the generalities of the benchmark approaches and the further regression framework and the digging in the data. So the finally will be some big data issues. Okay. This is the introduction of this semester. I think the most important thing is you have to know we have two exams, and the format of the exam is under discussion. Last year, this course is the examination will be open book, but last year is because this course is online and the examination is also online, so we don't have the choice. We can only do the open book solution. But this year, I think we can have different approaches, and I have to discuss with other professors. Okay, and you have to finish the report here. So basically, this I think the requirement of this course is not very high. That means basically we don't need you to put a lot of efforts on this course, but we hope to introduce by like speeches every week, and to help you understand some topics in this area. We hope that we don't expect you to spend too much effort, but sure you have to read, you have to listen to the lectures every week carefully, and then the examination, the quiz of the examination will come from the lectures. Okay, so any comment about the course? Okay, if not, then I will go to today's topics about the batteries.